Back with another banger, 2K25. Who won't smoke? Giving out BTA this morning.
Vote for the top play of the year finalists.
Ooh, can't wait for that. But first,
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill.
This nigga take it all fucking day. What is he doing? It ain't that many players on the team, man. Come on, dude.
LaForce with us on the sidelines.
Here we go.
So the Lakers win the tip. James outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
5 to shoot. Here's Garland. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Getting it done from the mid-range. Garland loves using this area of the floor.
Pass to James. No good on the 3. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. And guys, coach stated the number of different ways that Donovan Mitchell can be productive. The emphasis for this defense is going to be limiting his touches throughout the game and trying to trap him when they can. It's a tall task for the defense. B.A.?
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Luka uses his body to create space and then finds the inside look.
On the wing, Mitchell. Pass to Garland. Out to Mobley. Strus up top. Allen outside. Over Hayes. And Allen gets it to go.
Boy, the big fella is so skilled. I mean, Jared Allen's jump shot is excellent for a center. Solid mechanics, and it really spaces the floor for him and his teammates.
Now, here is James. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Mitchell. Strus's shot is off.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And James gets it to go.
Fighting through contact, not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Now here's Strus. Here's Allen. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Boy, exhibiting toughness right there and persistence. Allen might have been fouled on that inside basket.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And the Lakers making a change here. Here's Doncic. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. James. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
B.A., I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players, and he's in that category. One of the all-time greats, and he's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity and excellence, but you got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age. LeBron James, power and athleticism on full display with the jam.
Out to Mobley. And here's Strus outside. Knocks down the long J.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. And Doncic hammers it home.
Luka with so many physical gifts, taking flight right there.
On the wing, Mitchell. No points yet. Pass to Garland. On the wing, Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
Look at Mitchell's commitment to his shot. Doesn't let the contact slow him down.
Here's Doncic. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Doncic has got 6 points.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Pass to Mobley. The 3 from Mitchell. Rebounded by the Lakers. Here's James. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Well, that's exactly where LeBron wants to go. Almost unstoppable once he gets the ball in the painted area.
Some room here for Strus. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. 5 points in the game.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
James outside. That's off. 5 for 8 from the floor. To the middle. From deep, Mitchell. Counted from distance. Mitchell's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. There's 6 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's Vincent off the drive. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. Tie game and some big points being put on the board as we wrap up the first. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Well, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
Here's Jerome, following the score by Los Angeles. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie.
Yet another stellar night for LeBron offensively so far. In some ways, he's just unstoppable.
And here's Hunter from the arc. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
And slam dunk by James.
Doncic, so multifaceted. A stat sheet stuffer supreme. He does everything, including dropping dimes.
Pass to Jerome. Outside Hunter. 5 on the clock. Merrill with it. Over Reeves. Hachimura with a rebound.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
The shot by James, no good.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts alike.
Yeah, I've never really ascribed to that, but in this day and age, I think it's even more unfair to do so because the game has changed tremendously. I mean, three-point attempts and scoring averages are way north, in large part because of the pace of play. So the game has changed, and that means when you're comparing players, it's a little harder to do in a fair manner.
Here's Wade. Yet to see a basket. Outside Hunter. Pass to Jerome. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. James, right side. Here's Doncic. Oh, Luka, like a bull in there.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Pulls it in from the elbow. Wade misses. The Lakers lead by 5. Now, here is James. 16 points for him.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Cavaliers trail by 7. 1:46 left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Mitchell. James with the rebound. Now Los Angeles with it. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Now here's Mobley. Still no points. To stop the drought, LeBron with the rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of...
He finally left, man. He keep pausing the game. He should have been left. You ain't gonna beat me, dog. Doing all that petty bullshit. I bet there was a little boy on here. Got my dub on 2K. Take my talent to fight night.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Hi, everybody. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Aragon Ballroom here in Chicago, Illinois, for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action, and now the time has come. All the talk, now comes the walk.
All right, gentlemen. Protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch him up.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. That's a good job by Bishop offensively. Landing his combinations is a key to victory tonight. Bishop hitting the mark right now. How precise was he there with that three-punch combo? Nice work, the left hand to the head. Tyson's hurt by a big solid. He goes up top and gets to him, hammering the head.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So many people point to the downfall of Mike Tyson, but few remember how he would get up off the canvas time and time again in some of those toughest fights. And he just turns that hook up top, and it does damage. Tyson's combination punching is working well here. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Andre Bishop's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Oh! He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And just like that, it's over. Knockout in the first round.
Well, we said that he starts with a lazy jab. The problem is the other guy had a good snappy right hand.
Unable to beat the count, a first round knockout in the books. Now let's go up to the ring to make it official. Teddy, there's a lot of explaining to do here, but help me with this. Was this early knockout out of left field a product of one guy being prepared and the other guy just not ready for it?
No, obviously he wasn't ready, wasn't prepared in the gym, but I think he came out cold from the locker room, never knew what hit him.
I'm Joe Tessitore for Teddy Atlas saying thanks for being with us and enjoy the rest of your night. Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada for tonight's main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. Each man comes into this fight supremely confident, expecting to deliver a W. Nichols is almost giving you the feeling here that he's completely indifferent to all the pressure. I mean, this is a guy that's been there, done that, and he couldn't care less about the pressures that are in front of him. Mike Tyson's approaching the ring now. Opening round, scheduled for 10. Nichols is once again the target of a hook. Really brought it that time. A 4-punch combination. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. He got hit, but he sends it right back. You know, typically a good, well-rounded boxer, puncher can put forth the strategy he wants against any style fighter. But what about against the prime Mike Tyson that we see here tonight?
Well, you better be solid.
Wow! Round number 1, and he's already down.
2, 3, 4.
Come on, man. Get up to your feet.
6, 7.
Get up, man.
So the knockdown scored against Mike Tyson, but his opponent may want to watch out as Tyson has steadied himself back up on his feet. Halfway through round number 1, Nichols' combination punching working out well there. He landed 3 solid shots. Good biting, snapping shot by Nichols. Accurate with the straight. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Once again, he goes down. Can he survive this?
3, 4,
Hurry,
5,
get up, get up.
6, 7, 8.
Come on, Ken. Up, 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 up.
And it's all over. Nichols is making a quick night of it. The 10 count reached a knockout win. I never saw that coming. An early knockout victory. That's a stunner, Teddy.
So as I look at it, maybe not as surprising as everybody else is because he came out very dry, no sweat on him at all, and he got caught cold.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night. Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the Royal London Theatre here in London, England for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds of heavyweights. Well, they are underway, scheduled for 10 rounds tonight between these two. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. A good 2-punch combo by Muhammad Ali.
How important is movement, circling, and making sure you have a presence of where you are in the ring for an outside fight?
You know, I'm so glad you asked that, Joe. It could be the worst thing in the world. Because most people, laymen looking at it, they're going to say, oh, yeah, you got to move. You got a shorter guy, a stronger guy. If you move too much, you don't take it.
Oh, he just ate a big uppercut right there. He had no idea it was coming his way. He does not look good at all. Ali's not just loading up. He's landing combination punches like he did right there. Did you see that? Wow, crushing blow upstairs. Ali's back up on his feet. Let's see what he has now. Oh, a nice 2-punch combo by Muhammad Ali. Targets his opponent after blocking a shot. Ali's probably thinking to himself that he's found an early answer. The counter punch doing damage here.
And his opponent's thinking, what the heck am I doing? Am I shadow boxing? Because I'm not finding nothing, but I tell you, if I am shadow boxing, that shadow, it has a little bit of a punch. It's hitting me back.
Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Ali's right hand working well that time. He scored well. That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali's corner has got to get that message to him. He cannot afford to have defensive lapses like we just saw in that last round.
Yeah, you know, we say this so many times in a broadcast. We blame it on the fighter, but what if he hasn't been taught those things? If those things haven't been instilled already in the gym, guess what, Joe? He's not doing them.
Keep it simple, all right? Keep it simple. Just keep it simple. You're making this harder than it has to be.
As he starts this fresh round, coming off a round in which he was knocked down, we often look at his legs. But sometimes even more telling was the disposition and the way that he and his corner acted in between rounds.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point, Joe, because if the corner's not confident, they're not calm, if they show panic, then, of course, a fighter absorbs that.
Little head hunting with the left. Right hand, then a left hook to the head. Both land flush. Up top with the right hand. He missed with that headshot. Very accurate. Big right hand. He's punched, and yet another big shot comes in. Well, we know he survived earlier, but now he goes down for a second time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Get up, man.
It's over. The fight is over. Ali's unable to get up and continue on. Oh, that's a big win. That's a big win that's going to get everybody in the division's attention. Muhammad Ali's power ends this early.
You see results like this sometimes from combination, but one shot, wow.
Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to London, England. We're at the Royal London Theatre for our main event. 10 rounds among heavyweights. We are looking forward to this fight, especially after seeing what happened at the weigh-in yesterday. A stare down that nearly resulted in a bout breaking out right there. All the talk, all the hype, now the fight. Round one, scheduled for 10. Ross coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Two guys with bad intentions now facing each other here.
You know, the old-timers would say it's harder to miss these guys than it is to hit them.
Ross' defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Now he's putting his punches together, the combination upstairs. Comes right back at him with a left hand. He takes a shot. Wow, nice flush left hand. Big shot comes crashing home. Mike Tyson is on his pants. Iron Mike's got to get back up.
2, 3,
Mike Tyson rises up after going down here today. Tyson's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Big shot there. Remember earlier, he was on the canvas. Now he's looking down on his opponent.
And we thought it was a bad thing earlier for him. It turned out to be a bad thing for his opponent because he got careless here.
He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
Scores big with the hook to the head. Turns over that hook upstairs. Thought he had it. There it is! Oh, and now the real test. Can he get up after going down a second time?
Teddy, I assume many times in your career, you were instructing a fighter that was going to face a fighter who just had the longer reach, flat out had it. What did you tell him? What did you try to cement in his head leading up to that fight?
You know, sometimes you get caught up when you're fighting a fight.
Wow, that didn't take long. First round knockout. He's unable to beat the count.
I saw at the beginning, Joe, came out a little cold, not much of a sweat, and that's what can happen when a guy comes out cold.
Well, let's find out how early into round number 1 it is with the official results. We send it up to our ring announcer. And just like that, Isaac Frost's thunder rains down on him with a knockout victory.
Well, one of Einstein's theories was E equals mass times speed. This was fist, hits chin, and out he goes.
Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to Vegas, where they do it bigger and better than any other city when it comes to the big-time fights. We're at the Thomas & Mack Center. Our main event should be a good one tonight. When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number 1. Vitaly Klitschko is able to land a nice, clean left hand. Good flush shot upstairs. Comes right back with some offense of his own. It's almost as if he's jousting with that left hand. Vitaly Klitschko brings so much behind it. What a big shot. And he is down. He is down for the first time tonight.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Tyson's going to keep taking this test, rising up after being knocked down. Nice! Able to get rid of that one. What a nice combo by Mike Tyson. Vitaly Klitschko is able to avoid that punch. With that frame, that size, and all that girth to his upper body, when Vitaly Klitschko lands that left hand, boy, it has quite an impact. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Look at that. And he goes down for a second time. Does he have enough this time to rise up and continue on?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Get up.
9,
Get up.
10.
Get up.
It's over. This fight is over. Vitaly Klitschko's come up big here. A knockout victory in the opening stanza. He just jumped all over him early on.
I won in 2K. I'm probably about to get on mad. I ain't won none of this shit, chat.
With some 2K TV Interactive.
And remember, all interactives in this special episode are presented by
He went Pelicans. I'm about to demolish. I'm about to demolish.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. So the Pelicans win the tip. This one for three. They get it back. Misi. Pass to Williamson. Shot clock at 5. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And both backcourts in this one stand cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions. But tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. And here's Harden. Leonard with the ball. And he draws body contact. Looks like a blocking foul. He was in the shooting motion, so he'll head to the line. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell. And the Pelicans with possession here. Here's Williamson. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
And giving them what they want, the incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all three levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
McCollum's shot is off. Pass to Harden. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, and we got right to it. The question of how do you stop Zion? From what Coach told me, it's all about being physical. He said, we're not going to let him run us over in the lanes or just stomp us inside. We're going to fight back hard. So it sounds like Coach is expecting high effort physically from his team.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And the basket by Leonard.
You have to do more to stop the claw. So hard to defend on those drives.
Out to the right wing. Williamson looking around. Shot clock at 6. Offline with a 3. In transition, here come the Clippers. Leonard gets the bucket.
Inside, Leonard has so many go-to moves. He knows how to get by into a shot.
Left side, Murray. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Harden can't hit.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play. A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
Now here's McCollum. He's scoreless. Fires the 3. Williamson misses.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
And you can't afford to lose sight of Leonard in these situations. He's just so dangerous and assertive in transition.
Here's Williamson. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And Los Angeles making a change here. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pelicans.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Now here's Leonard. He has 6. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Back to Bogdanovich. Pass to Leonard. Misi grabs the board.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did. When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And that does it for the first quarter. Pelicans ahead. They're up by 5. And we'll be back right after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Pelicans so far?
They're looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Powell's shot is off.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Williamson misses. Clippers trail by 5. Here's Leonard. Oh, Leonard! Power move!
Oh, this is why you get Leonard the ball inside and just let him go to work.
Now McCollum. Yet to see a basket. Blocked! And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. Williamson outside. Just 5 to shoot. On the wing, Murray. Up and overdone. Murray, no good. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 3-point game. And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Out to Powell. Fires for 3. Pelicans cleared away.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
He drops it from range. He's got 5. Stan, you were a longtime coach in the NBA, one of the most demanding jobs on the planet. Just how much is required time-wise from an NBA coach?
Well, it's a lot of time. I mean, it's all day, every day, 7 days a week in season. But look, let's put it in perspective. It's not like we're out there running a jackhammer.
Now that's a visual I'd like to see from you, Coach.
I love it. When Harden shoots, he commits. A little contact isn't going to upset his mechanics.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Stan, after his 12-year playing career, Here, Willie Green has made a seamless transition into coaching.
Yeah, first of all, Willie Green is a person of very high character. Second, Brian, he consciously started preparing himself to coach while he was still playing, and then he was able to work on great staffs under great coaches, and now he's an outstanding head coach in his own right.
And we're going to have a jump ball. Leonard looking around. Dunn outside. And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
And Los Angeles making a change here. New Orleans leading by 6. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. To the middle. Oh, a highlight jam by Zion. Wow.
Terrific court awareness there. Murray recognizes the open man and wastes no time getting him the ball.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Clippers trail by 10. Well, Coach, Zion is always must-see TV when he plays. It's his availability that is questioned.
Yeah, it is, Brian, but he's been healthier. And when he plays, there's nobody like him in the NBA with that size, skill, and force.
Heads up play by Murray. He sees that the pick and roll gets someone open and sends them the ball.
Shots blocked. Pass to Williamson. Powell with a steal. Here's Harden looking to end the run. And it's good on the lay-in. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's impressive how Harden makes room inside. He finds a way to navigate the shots.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Now here's Murray. No good from outside. Here's Harden. There's the drive.
One second. One second. Be right back.
Now shooting 50% for the game. He's 4 for 8.
It is so difficult to guard Harden on the drive. Tremendous finishing at the hoop, but he's also elite at drawing fouls.
McCollum gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 5. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is good. Misi's got 6 points.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to McCollum. Back to Murray. One second left. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans earning this break in the action, up 10. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back with you shortly. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the LA Clippers. Trailing by 10. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
No, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
Williams grabs the board. The Pelicans lead by 8. Pass to Messi. Back to Murray. Takes it inside. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Boy, Murray eats up ground in a hurry. You blink, and suddenly he's at the rim.
Out to Powell. Leonard outside. Outside Harden. 6 on the shot clock. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Here's Zubac. Off the inbound. No good. Here's New Orleans. Williamson outside. And there's a pick. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answered that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Clippers trail by 11. Here's Harden. And he banks in the layup. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you can see Harden is feeling it, which is why he's being so aggressive on offense.
McCollum outside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Timeout, timeout. And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. So it's Los Angeles now. 11-point game. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Hits a three-pointer. Give him 8.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Leonard outside. Back to Harden. Launches it. Messi grabs the board.
Sports. It's in the game.
One sec, y'all. I'm about to run to the store real quick. I'll be right back. Right back. Give me like 2 minutes. We back, we back. Man, it is, man. Man. I gotta roll up real quick, y'all. Give me 1 second. It ain't gonna be longer than a minute. Who y'all want to see me play with, the Bengals or the Chiefs? Should I get, man? I ain't got no picks. No picks. What y'all want to see? All right, I'm ready now. I'm gonna go Chiefs. I'm gonna go Chiefs. Then I'm gonna go Bengals. Chiefs first game. Then I go Bengals second game on. We go Chiefs first, man. Let's get this dub. I gotta win the 2K earlier.
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary
Let's get this dub
in Green Bay, Wisconsin. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over. At their own 23-yard line.
We ain't got no picks, man. BTA, man, built the ass, man. I'm about to show him why he shouldn't have picked Green Bay. I'm about to show him. BTA. Show you why you shouldn't have picked Green Bay. He showed.
They come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go. 10.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. Not much happening there, just a short game. From down at the 23-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9. Here's a second and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Spike 60. Ready?
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. The second down throw is incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate.
And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And they turn it over on down.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it first and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. To the goal line and in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Chiefs. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs 7, Packers 0.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And he'll He'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now. Set, go.
On play action, Love. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Beetle blue. Ready, ready.
A good play action with Love. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now fourth down.
Set, ready.
They'll go for it. Love. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the...
Couldn't get nothing out, so he quit it. Had that boy on lockdown. I ain't been on Madden in 3 days. That boy couldn't do nothing with me. Nothing with me at all. These boys suck for real on here, dog.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yellow. Where's it?
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well,
that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 27. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Tyrell Dodson, the one to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That one caught by Rice. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding it for a short gain.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco from a yard out. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the 1st quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 71 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mahomes going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Rod. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes now to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
Another Kansas City Chiefs.
Throwing now is Mahomes. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice from 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Here's a diving catch right side. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Tua sets up to pass it. And it's caught. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up first and goal.
Tua going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
That went out wide and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Second down and a yard. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And just good downhill running there.
He gave up, man, running all them bullshit-ass plays. He know he wasn't going to be able to beat me, dog, man. These niggas keep quitting. These niggas fucking suck. Why even play then if you're going to quit, if you ain't going to play the whole game? I wasn't even blowing him out. It was only 6-14. Damn, you couldn't come back. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Niggas keep quitting. Niggas suck. So I'ma keep winning. All my heads say they need me, so they gonna keep spinning. What's next, man? Should we stay on Mag since we ain't lost, or what? Should we go back to Undisputed? What y'all thinking, man? Madden or go back to 2K or Fight Night? I ain't mean Undisputed. Or should I go back to Fight Night? Because we are not done.
from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Allen. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's Sam Martin now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Pacheco gets it up the gut and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. 1st and goal from the 6. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board for seeding. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
That's the only touchdown they're going to score. Can't score.
Challenging them all the time.
And they let that weird shit fly.
Don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and
he can't score.
You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored.
He can't score.
Can you keep up with us?
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0.
Shitty ass nigga.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a nice return.
Let me hurry up and score on him. Show him he can't fuck with me. I gotta show him that he can't fuck with me.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one
Watch
here, Charles,
this.
just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now a 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Always been playing the rules and I got that shit turned down. I'm trying to get my shit copyright. I turned that shit out.
Now Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
We're not worried.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
We're not worried.
A need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That is caught. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
A lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Ah, I didn't mean to throw that. I didn't even mean to throw that, man. I was trying to pump fake. I'm pissed.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive
he ain't gonna score though?
I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do.
You
You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next
He will not score.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To the air, Allen. They'll roll him out right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Powering his way forward. He may go. Amari Cooper. And he is into the end zone.
That was some bullshit. Making me mad, bro. I'm about ready to quit. I ain't gonna lie, they just did some weird ass shit,
and
bro.
The Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They really just let him get that off. Really, EA?
They gave themselves a 2-score
really?
cushion heading towards halftime.
Yeah, all right.
Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Mahomes now to throw. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. In motion, the tight end Kelsey. Throwing now is Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. That one caught by Rice. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And on the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 30 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Mahomes will throw for it. That's caught at the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
Look like he gonna milk the clock. He know he can't beat him. That's why he's trying to milk the clock.
So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They couldn't ask for much more.
That's why he keep running. He keep trying to milk the clock.
Gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here. On play action, Allen.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. This is Coleman. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watching a drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not
fucked up.
Himself,
I'm on his ass.
keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That'll be caught by Rice.
He fucked up. We on his ass.
7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So Allen's going to look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Mahomes will throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And his throw is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. That is into the hands of Coleman downfield. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Being chased out left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the famed Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey, where so many great fights have gone on through the years. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 10 rounds of heavyweight action between Mike Tyson and Roy. When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number 1. Really good work right there, landing the 2 punches in sequence by Roy Jones. You know, through the years, we've learned the kind of disposition that a fighter has to have to beat Iron Mike Tyson. But what about the style, Teddy? Here he's going up against a guy who's very unconventional, very awkward and athletic. How does that play against Tyson?
Every which way and in a bad way should be a back of Tyson, because Tyson's strong as he is physically. I think that's how weak he is and how vulnerable he is mentally. And a frustrating style like this can really bring that vulnerability out.
Digging in with a left to the gut. He brings it right back. Now the question changes. What a big shot. Big left hand, and he goes down.
Damn, he quit it like that? Why he quit? He couldn't get back up. Wow.
Good evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas. Round number 1 is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply big left hand. Mike Tyson's got to do a better job. He is getting rocked. Well targeted. On the wrist. Look at that. Oh, a good straight shot that time. Tyson's looking up at his opponent.
They're always telling you to draw a straight line. That was a straight line, right to the chin.
6, 7, 8, up, 9, up.
So many people point to the downfall of Mike Tyson, but you remember how he would get up off the canvas time and time again in some of those toughest fights. Lands a big hook. There's that southpaw jab in the left hand.
Keep moving. Get out there.
Oh, a big shot comes home for him. And he goes down for a second time. Does he have enough this time to rise up and continue on?
5, 6, 7, 8, come on. 9, get to your feet. 10. Get up.
It's over. This fight is over. Tyson's come up big here. A knockout victory in the opening stanza. He just jumped all over him early on. Boxing writers are going to have a field day with this early knockout, Teddy. Praising one guy, and tons of criticism is going to be targeted on his opponent.
Yeah, 2 ways you could criticize.
Why do they keep picking the same fighters as me?
Hi, everybody. All right, let's go. Everybody's been waiting for these two.
You're not about to fight with the same people y'all on here. Come on now.
Everybody, Joe Tessitore. 10 rounds slated in the books tonight. Here's the first. She's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Teddy, is there concern with Mike Tyson facing a southpaw here?
No, because Tyson had about 50, 60 amateur fights, and he's been taught how to deal with southpaws. Southpaws that he had to deal with in the amateurs. He knows to move to his left, move outside their right foot, and take their power away. Take that left hand away from him.
Huge uppercut by Tyson. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Solid left hand to the head. Mike Tyson's blocking ability is doing well for him there. Super two-punch, big shot. There he goes! He goes down for that headshot.
One, two.
Joe Calzaghe's back up on his feet. Now, what will be interesting to see here is how he reacts in the next few moments. That's a good left hand by Calzaghe. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Oh, and there you go. And once again, he goes down. The question is, can he rise up again?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I give him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
Calzaghe's right hand scores well. Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Calzaghe. Getting him into the place he wants to. That's against the ropes. Calzaghe's left now getting into the mid. Oh, that upper. Big, big shot he just scored with. Unbelievable. Just the barrage continues. He's knocked down again.
But his desire and heart is just as strong as it was before.
This time.
2, 3.
He ain't getting back up this time.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Tyson, the ref reaches the count of 10. A first-round knockout, Teddy.
You know, Joe, I always tell my fighters that first round, the most dangerous round, you gotta be ready for the most dangerous thing to happen, for a guy to come out quick. He was not ready for that.
Danger happened, and it happened early. Now to make it official, we send it up to the ring. It may have been scheduled to go longer, but he just rescheduled it. Done. Over. Fiend. Knockout victory.
This matches up with any of the great punches throughout this sport.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time.
Just came off a dub. I just knocked this nigga out like 3 times. He still try to get up. Lay your bitch ass on the ground, nigga. Don't get up. Pick somebody else, corny ass nigga. Pick somebody, dude. Finally, somebody pick somebody different. Niggas keep trying to go with the same.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to Chicago and the famed Aragon Ballroom for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds of heavyweights. We are looking forward to this fight, especially after seeing what happened at the weigh-in yesterday. A stare down that nearly resulted in a bout breaking out right there. Now they get to do it for real.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
Scheduled to go the full 10 if we get that far. Round 1 underway. Little double jab to the head. And now you see the southpaw pulling the trigger with a straight left. And banging away he goes. Oh, Joe Frazier is hurt here. He went down from that power punch. Boy, his opponent is just fearless going to the inside against Smokin' Joe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So Joe Frazier goes down and now rises to his feet.
And now he has to make sure that he kills some time. Gets in close where he can smother his opponent.
Frazier's doing what every trainer wants to see their fighter do. Land punches in bunches. The combination lands. Mike Tyson's ability to punch, to flat out put forth power, puts people in the seat. Early on, that's what they expect to see here.
And early on, sometimes too much of a good thing, guess what? It can be dangerous. It can backfire. If he lands a punch and it doesn't get rid of the guy, well, what else can he do? What happens then?
Parries that punch intended for the head. Double jab by Joe Frazier. Oh, a good right hand by Mike Tyson. Puts forth the hook, scores with it. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? He just missed that shot up top. Phenomenal pace being set here. They are burning it up early on.
Let's find out who's in better shape. We're going to see.
Last 10 seconds. Tyson showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. Joe Frazier's left landing well. And that's the end of round one. Now that he's back in the corner, we get a close-up look. Iron's cut even looks worse.
And it's up to the fighter now, Joe, for his attitude not to change. You know, we can look at it and we can say, wow, that cut looks worse. The fans can look at it and say that. But the fighter must be steady. The same attitude as though he doesn't have a cut. Otherwise, he has no chance of winning this fight.
Keep your hands up. Don't worry now, right? I need you to focus and keep your hands up. Keep working the jab, okay?
Joe Frazier's got a good relationship with his corner, but now it needs to pay off. He was down in that last round. They need to get to work. Oh, and he comes back with an uppercut there after getting hit. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Frazier's left, working well that time. What about the right hand of Joe Frazier?
No, that's not something that is really his forte. I mean, he'll surprise you with it every once in a while, but believe me, he lives and dies with that left hook.
That right hand over the top lands flush. Not able to land the headshot. And now another left. Solid. Oh, he doesn't look good. He just went down, and not the way he wanted it to go.
No, he's standing on the outside, Joe. He shouldn't be standing there. The old timers would say, take a walk around the block.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Frazier's corner needs to really get to their man after this round. They need to treat him after that knockdown. They also need to give him some sound advice. What's the advice you give him?
Well, first of all, if they're going to get the chance to get to him, he better move his head. But the advice I would give him is, hey, you go out this next round and you kill some time. Tie him up a little bit right from the beginning. Don't worry about losing the early part of the fight or the early part of the round. Just get yourself back together.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Comes right back with some offensive. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. And the round comes to an end. We did have a knockdown in that round. Now, Teddy, if you're in the corner or your man was down on the floor, what are you telling him?
Well, the first thing I do is I sit him down, I get water on the back of his neck. You know, I bring him to a sense, I make sure that he's clear and everything. And then I tell him why he got his backside put on that canvas so he can correct it. And he doesn't go out there and get caught again with the same punch.
Keep that up. Keep moving.
There you go.
Start of a new round, but will it be much the same? Frazier's been down numerous times tonight, Teddy.
Well, if there was a mercy rule like there is in Little League Baseball, guess what? It would be invoked right now, and this would be over.
Great work offensively landing that combination by Joe Frazier. Missed the body shot. It's tough to assess, but Mike Tyson's cut may look worse than it actually is. I mean, all the blood is spraying everywhere.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly right. And you just wonder, and I know this isn't supposed to play in, but you wonder if the judges in close rounds, if they get influenced by that look.
A good block by Mike Tyson. Halfway through this round. Good return fire that time. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Wow, what an uppercut. Tyson's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Able to show you his blocking ability. Joe Frazier's giving me a sense that he really doesn't want to have the fight the way it was. He was stunned earlier, and now just so much more defense we're seeing out of him.
Well, right now, what I think he has to do is try to get an Oscar. Get that award that those great actors get, and not show that he's defensive right now, because if he shows that too much, his opponent is going to know what he has to do to take advantage.
Just like that! Keep boxing, just like that! You're gonna take this one.
There you go.
All right, deep breath now. Deep breath. Just relax. Relax. Are you all right?
There you go.
Our first chance to take a look at Teddy's scorecard here as round number 4 is underway. Mike Tyson's in control so far, 2 rounds to 1. Still anybody's fight. I think he's been the busier guy, though.
Yeah, he has been the busier guy, and also he's been the better real estate agent. You know, location, location, location. He's been in the right position for his style. He's been in tight.
3 consecutive punches by Mike Tyson. Very nice work to the head. The right. Frazier's in a bad solid. How is this going to go on? Once again, he hits the deck.
Well, he's getting practice at it, so he might figure it out.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's it. The fight is over. Frazier's night has ended early here. Unable to go the distance, he couldn't rise up and beat the count. This fight is now over, and Teddy, it was obvious right from the beginning which way it was going to go.
Oh, yeah, what a tough guy. He took so much, but he took too much. The only guy tough is his manager for taking this fight.
Good, enjoyable, entertaining fight it was. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us.
Went in there and he got it, kicked his ass. He keep trying to get up. Got right with him, man. Keep trying to get up, nigga. Nah, I kicked y'all ass, man. I wasn't winning nothing early on this motherfucker. I had to come get some dubs on this bitch. One on Madden, lost one. What else on 2K? I won on 2K. I think I won, what, 2 on 2K? They both quit it. Like, damn. Let me roll up real quick, y'all. Wait 1 sec. Both quit it on 2K, though. That was crazy. popping shit all night, y'all. We're not done. We're not. You spanking shit. We're not done. pick somebody else, dude. Why they keep trying to pick the same fighter as me?
Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the New York Arena in Midtown Manhattan for tonight's main event. 10 rounds among heavyweights between Bernard Hopkins and Iron Mike Tyson. Hopkins is making his way to the ring right now, and he's doing so with a very business-like approach to things. Little get to know you here in the opening round, scheduled for 10. Tyson's known as a guy who isn't going to be bashful early on. He has power, and he's not afraid to showcase it.
Yeah, but that's not all that this business is about. My mentor, Customato, used to say, hey, you know, power is just part of it. It's kind of like having a military weapon. You know, you still need a missile to get it there. Alone, all it does is make a hole in the ground. Otherwise, it has no real use. You have to have a way to get it to the target. Let's see if he has that way.
Boyle, oh! Tyson's down by way of a beautiful combination. That was great work.
Yeah, and he helped himself or hurt himself by standing there right in the middle.
Yeah, that was clean.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So the knockdown scored against Mike Tyson, but his opponent may want to watch out as Tyson has steadied himself back up on his feet. Scores well to the head with the right hand. He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Mike. Great round now, back and forth after he... Wow! Wow, is this good stuff? What good stuff! He just scored the knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
Joe, that's incredible. And the knockdown earlier actually set up this knockdown because his opponent, he got a little reckless, a little careless.
Hopkins is still in a tough spot here. Don't get fooled just thinking he beat the count and everything's fine.
And I'm not so sure that he can grab. So what you got to do now, if you're a trainer, the way you taught him in the gym is you don't want to go grab because you might leave yourself open. Move your head when he comes to you, then you grab him.
Tyson's able to land a nice, clean left hand. Oh, that's gotta hurt. This is gonna take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Unbelievable display of power here. A first-round knockout, Teddy.
That's what happens when you don't warm up well. Looked like he came out a little dry. and now he's going to the showers.
For the official particulars, we send it up to our ring announcer.
He got that one, y'all. I'm off. I'll be back on later on, probably around like 10 or 11.